Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Odd Vlog. My name is Richie and today we're going to be looking back at what we've done in 2022, what we've got to look forward to in 2023, and that's going to include a little kind of trip announcement as well, so stay tuned for that a little later on. But looking back over 2022, that was a really crazy year and really strange for me because at the end of 2021 I kind of started thinking that maybe I would stop doing these kind of videos and kind of wrap up my YouTube channel, simply because after like 2020 and COVID and all these kinds of things, I wasn't really doing anything. It was basically just these kind of videos. I had made a lot of videos about our puppy, but obviously the puppy kind of grown up and there's only so many times you can film the same dog running up and down. So I kind of was running out of things and ideas really. So I wasn't really sure kind of what to do. Had gone to the New Forest and made a few videos there and was surprised at how well they'd actually performed, like in terms of views and how many people had liked them and stuff. So that kind of spurred me on a little bit. Started off 2022 making like a couple of vlogs. I mean, vlogs, they weren't particularly interesting. They didn't really do anything. Mostly kind of just talked about kind of what I'm talking about now. And then a couple of other little videos. One of them was about looking at trying to get back into tennis in 2022, which never really got off the ground because the moment that I tried, I then started getting injured again, and life just kind of got in the way of really doing that. So I'm still kind of trying to get back into tennis and playing a lot more. It's kind of not really like on my agenda really. By the end of 2022 I had managed to get back onto the men's team of my tennis club, so that was kind of cool. Played a match, got some wins, so that was quite good. And hopefully that'll carry on into this year, but it all comes down to fitness and whether or not I can hold up to that level of competition. So we'll see, but it's not so much of a big deal anymore compared to how it used to be. So that kind of never really got off the ground. Then our dog needed to have an operation by the time we got to, I think, the end of February. The dog's got something called luxating patella, which is a knee problem, and she's got it in both back legs. So this year, as well as everything else we've got planned, she's probably going to have the other back leg operated on as well. So that's kind of like a thing, and it's expensive, but also it then is followed up with like 10 weeks of crate rest, which is just a nightmare when you've got a spaniel who's like super active all the time, loads of energy. Trying to keep them in a crate constantly for 10 weeks is just the most stressful thing you can imagine. So that kind of took up a load of like early spring last year, and probably will do again this year. And in that time I never really made any videos, didn't really do anything. I kind of took a bit of a step back from it, and then out of the blue, out of nowhere, Portsmouth Comic-Con comes along and says that they will still honour my 2020 media pass that I had back then. They didn't do a 2021 event, so 2022 comes around and they said, well, you've still got your 2020 media pass to use and we'll honour it. So I'm like, okay, well now I have to get back into doing the videos and making them. So did that. It was hugely successful for me. One of the most viewed videos I've ever done was from Portsmouth Comic Con this year. It also was the kind of birth of my TikTok videos as well, so that was a kind of new thing. And then those TikTok videos turned into YouTube Shorts, which blew up and got loads of views, loads of new subscribers as well, so thank you if you're subscribed to this channel. And yeah, it was a huge thing. It kind of gave a bit more kind of vitality to the channel and kind of brought it back into life again. You know, COVID had kind of slowed things down, as it has for everybody, but it kind of just makes it really difficult to make vlogs when you can't go anywhere. And I can do vlogs like this and it's just like me talking to you guys, but it's nice to be able to go out and film stuff and you know, make some fun videos of events and, you know, places to go and see. So that's kind of really what this channel was always about. So yeah, it kind of brought everything back into life again. So Portsmouth Comic Con was huge, a massive, great big milestone in terms of the channel and just moving forward from that. That then kind of spurred me on into looking at other places to then go, and I finally fulfilled a bit of a kind of a bucket list kind of thing. I wanted to go to Portons Park and do a load of videos there, so went there, totally messed up my filming because I had the camera on absolutely the wrong setting, so the videos are dreadful. I really don't like them, but I did go back again, try to redo it with the correct camera settings, and they were a little bit better. So, you know, the playlist, to me, no one else probably notices, but to me it's a little bit messy. So I kind of feel like I've got unfinished business at Portons Park, but at least I made a start and really had a great time going down there, and really enjoyed it. So that's definitely on the agenda, hopefully, for this year too. So that was pretty good. And then kind of the big thing really for me in 2022 was MCM Comic Con in London, the first time that I'd ever gone there, and easily the biggest convention that I've ever been to. Like, it's massive. The XL Centre in London is gigantic, and you got two enormous hangars filled with all kinds of stuff. Made loads of videos, loads of short videos, big videos of all different types. Caught up with the Silver Sabres Combat Academy as well, which was really cool. Met up with loads of friends from there. I had a really, really great time. Stayed up in London while we were there for like the whole weekend. I just absolutely loved it. And from my channel, hugely successful. And again, I think it went straight up into like the third most viewed video I ever had. It may actually now be the second most viewed. I don't know. It's kind of fighting it out with Portsmouth. But, instantly it was like so many views. And the shorts that I had made and the TikTok videos that I'd made were like the most viewed things ever by tens of thousands of views. So, for me as a small YouTuber, that was really cool. To be able to go and do that, enjoy it, have a great time. It was really stressful in the build up to it because obviously I'd never been before. Trains obviously were a little bit of an issue, as they are here in the UK at the moment. Luckily there were no train strikes that weekend, so I was able to get there, get onto things like the Tube and the Dockland Light Railway, get myself to the XL. Was also a bit nervous about my hotel booking because I thought it'd gone wrong, but it was all absolutely fine. The hotel was immaculate, brilliant. I absolutely loved it, and I hope that I can do all of that again in 2023. We shall see. So what is happening in 2023? Well, the big thing, the trip announcement, is that in a few weeks' time we will be going back to Disneyland Paris. We are finally going back to Disneyland. It's been since 2019, so the best part of 4 years since we've actually been down there. And again, that's all COVID related as to why we didn't go back, but we finally have got it booked. It's only for like 3 nights, I think, so it's not like a massively long stay, and we'll be driving down there, which is kind of unusual for me. I prefer to go by the Eurostar, but Eurostar services aren't what they used to be. They're kind of being pulled as a result of Brexit, so there's that to think about as well now. So anyway, we're going to be going down there. Really looking forward to that. We're staying we're doing the Golden Forest Club level, I think is what it's called, of Sequoia Lodge. So yeah, we're staying on site. We've stayed at Sequoia Lodge before. It's where we stayed for our last trip down there, but this time it's the Golden Forest Club level, so we get access to kind of a bit more kind of VIP treatment. So we'll have a look at that. We'll also obviously get to go and see the new Avengers campus that's in Disneyland Paris as well now, so that'll be new for me, all of the rides and stuff that's there and that land generally. And then yeah, just having a really, really great time. So that's to come. That's obviously a huge thing. And between now and then, for like the next kind of, 7 or 8 weeks, I'll probably be doing more kind of vlogs like this to camera, and we're going to look at Disneyland Paris, Disney pins. I'm going to talk about Marvel movies, Star Wars movies, you name it. I'm going to talk about everything over the next couple of months as we build up to going off to Disneyland Paris once again, where this channel was born, really. So that's going to be really cool. And then for the rest of the year, hopefully, as I say, I'd like to do Portons Park again. Portsmouth Comic Con, I've got my media pass kind of provisionally booked for that as well. So that's all kind of, on the cards for this year again. I'd love to do MCM again. It's kind of expensive with like hotels and trains and everything else that goes with it, but I'd love to do it. I'd love to go back down there. They do like 4 MCMs a year, 2 in London, 2 in Birmingham, but I'll just stick to the one in London. So hopefully we'll get to do that again. I'm sure there'll be some more videos with the dog in between as well, and much more of these kind of vlogs as well. So there's all kinds of things to look forward to this year. Kind of more of the same stuff, but Disneyland's going to be the big thing. So that's kind of the trip announcement, is Disneyland Paris, and yeah, everything else that we've got going on as well. So yeah, hopefully some conventions. The more the merrier. I might even look to see if there's some new ones that I've not been to before. Maybe Brighton or some others in the nearby area that we could go to try and mix things up a bit. I love Comic Cons. I just find them so fun and so engaging, and so much that you can see and that you can film. It's great for making videos because there's so much to see there. So yeah, MCM and Portsmouth, and maybe one other, possibly. We shall see. Definitely Disneyland Paris. I'd like to do Disneyland Paris multiple times this year if we could get an annual pass. But they are pulling the Eurostar services direct to Disney from, I think, June or July. So I'm not really sure if that's going to happen. but we'll see. So lots to look forward to. 2022 was great. Thank you if you've recently subscribed, or if you've ever subscribed to this channel, and please do, because obviously we've got a lot of stuff coming and I can't wait to share it all with you and get down there and get filming and get it onto the channel. Hopefully we'll be upgrading our equipment as well, with some new cameras on the way, and loads of other stuff, so I should be able to film things in a way that I've never done them before, even better quality than we've ever had. And gives me a lot more access to be able to film things that I've never tried to before, both at Disneyland and in other places, Portland's Park especially. Actually, hopefully might be able to do some like on-ride filming, which I don't normally do because usually I'm filming on a phone and I don't want to drop it, whereas hopefully I'll be having a GoPro for those. So we'll see, there's loads of things to look forward to. So yeah, 2022, thank you so much for everyone who has subscribed, watched, followed, liked, shared any of these videos, and I'd be super grateful if you could carry on doing that in 2023 as well. So with that said, let's crack on. Let's get on with the new year. Definitely got so much to look forward to this year, and we're going full Disney to start off with, and then totally into convention mode after that. So with that said, we're all done, and I'll see you guys real soon.